Please forgive me. My cognitive speaking abilities may be not as ultimately good as they could be, but I'm getting there. I have some training methods which I've developed over the years. Really just one training method to develop the body in a very specific way to... Where is she? To let go of everything, to allow the certain space to open up within the mind and the body, so that a certain energy can kind of, very specific substance can build within the body and make the body stronger, enhance the IQ, harmonize the breathing, harmonize the mind. And hopefully this is going to help me to unlock, to compensate for the parts that I lack. Dear people of New Zealand that are aware of the, let's say, strange phenomenon that have been occurring, these craft that are appearing as white orbs of light and changing to black kind of shadow thing moving around in the sky, and sometimes they are the same color as the clouds. They are, difficult to see when they're in the cloud because they can, the field around them, whatever it is, changes to the same color as the cloud. And we can see them in a few different modes of operation, and it's difficult to determine at this point, who they are. Are they a type of aerospace technology that's been a product of some military industrial complex, or some aerospace contractors or weapons manufacturers, or whether from one particular government or from no government at all, from other other organizations that are not connected to any government and really have no enforced responsibility for anyone, really. Is it one of them, or is it some extraterrestrials from another planet, or they're traveling through other dimensions to get here, or is it spiritually related? Probably is. Just like us, we are physical, mental, energetic, spiritual beings, so there's likely a component of each of those in these craft. So they're here, we don't know really what to do. Hopefully some of us do, and hopefully we are willing to work together as human beings to see that we all require certain parameters to be in a relative homeostasis for us all to thrive, regardless of whether we're fighting each other or having disagreements or whatever. We have the same soil, the same air, and various other more subtle things that we really need it to be in a certain homeostasis, a certain balance. If we take a step back from our identity, we take a step back from everyone's different religion or creed or whatever point of view anyone is coming from, if we look at everything, if we take all the points of view into account at the same time without being biased towards either point of view from whatever even if someone saying this group of people are, racists or whatever, don't talk to them, don't listen to them, don't listen to their point of view. Or this group of people over there, they're all communists. They don't care about democracy. Or this group of people over there, they're all, this thing or that thing. And so there are different institutions now, different political factions that are each competing with their own different narrative, and really using quite insidious type of hypnotic, even we just call it advertising, but really in the background they're using some things that are triggering people's getting past people's critical factor, people's first line of defense, which is your critical factor, which is your ability to basically step back and see things from a neutral perspective, without attaching to a certain point of view straight away, just based on some presuppositions or whatever. So we need to communicate we need to have some medium of communication which we can all relate to, regardless of even if we're enemies. So long as we're human beings, we realize we have the same interests on this. We need the same set of parameters to maintain a relative homeostasis and each pursue happiness and fulfillment and whatever each interpretation is. Doesn't matter if we agree with each other, but at least we agree that we have some same basic set of parameters, environmental factors that need to be at a certain stasis. So even if we're fighting each other in other areas, at least we can come back to a certain these things, and then see that these UAPs that have these craft, and a lot of them in New Zealand, and we're seeing them almost every day, and unfortunately there have been some cases where people have gotten too close to them, or they've gotten too close to humans here, and maybe animals as well, and there's been radiation damage. Perhaps just a small amount, radiation burn or nose bleeding afterward, or various type of issues coming from that. So we don't know, is it intentional, or is it just that there's just kind of energy that their craft, obviously if they're not using wings or normal propulsion, so obviously the craft has a certain density, has a certain mass. To be able to move that mass around, it's going to require a certain amount of energy, and as we all know, energy can't be created or destroyed. So if there's energy coming off it, it's going to transform to other forms of energy around it, which they might not be able to help. So if you get too close to it, there's going to be radiation coming off it that could be harmful to you, has been harmful to people, one of my friends even. So we need to come together and start having this kind of discussion, and come up with a method to actually communicate with them. We need to understand them. We need to it seems like there's a few things going on here, but possibly they are somehow influenced by various type of human thought forms, I think. Otherwise they wouldn't be coming to investigate people. Maybe that there is some energy that is emitted from human beings which they can use as a power source. Could be, could be not. But I think there is something that they are obviously interested in or need to sustain themselves. in this environment. There must be something that they need. So there is some level then that we can connect with them around, and we can the best way is to establish some kind of mutually beneficial, or as mutually beneficial as it can be, relations. If we understand what they need, we can provide it to them. We can establish certain regions for them to be, so that we can coexist to some degree with them, and work towards these things. So this is what it this is what I hope to talk to people about. This is my proposition to people in New Zealand and around the world. But let's start here. Let's just think about the geography and how this concerns us.